Hello folks, today we're going to talk about classification of fonts inside of Insider Software's Font Agent Pro. Up here in the menu bar you have a classified button that you can choose. Then with that classified button you have several different ways of classifying fonts that are not classified or reclassifying existing fonts. You have a Browse, Classify, and Review section. You have categories and styles. With these categories and styles you can select up to 48 different types of classifications for a font. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at Text Sans Serif. As you can see here, we get a description of that type of font here. Now what's interesting is some of our customers actually use this in a teaching environment. Give them a baseline of what these categories mean in font classification. Here we have a number of fonts that have been pre-classified here as Text Sans Serif. You can also define the search even farther by going to Grotesque. Here we've reduced the amount of fonts that we see that are meeting that criteria. Let's take a look at something else. Let's look at display fonts. Again, we get our classification and we get a bunch of fonts that are all display fonts. Let's take a look at another category. Script. Here's a bunch of script fonts. Now if we want to classify a particular font, we can go in and say, here's one that's none, no classification at all, and we can decide what it is. We can say it's a Text Sans Serif, and then we can say it's a Grotesque if we want to, and classify that automatically by selecting it, hitting Classify Selection, and as you can see, the classification has now been added. And we can go to Review for further review if we like of that font we just classified. It's a pretty simple process, so let's review. In the Classified button, we get a classified window. There we get a description of the category we've selected for search, and we can look up fonts that way, or we can classify fonts that have not been classified. Again, here we select the font we want to classify. We pick one of these areas here as far as category and style, and I believe there's 48 different segments that you can choose from here, and then review them for later use. Classify selection here, and we're good to go. That's classifying fonts in Font Agent Pro. Thank you.